What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action, spawning in the blue color, playing as Thor. His name is Shelty. His partners today in the sky blue color, playing as Ra. His name is Fox. The teal color, whatever it is. I don't know. His partner, a final partner in the green color, playing as Set. His name is Apple. Their opponents today in the purple color, playing as Ra. His name is Gold Lion. We do have the Zeus player, Skadi, in the red color. And finally, in the yellow color, playing as Hades, it's TSM player. The map is Anatolia. Yes. Game number 4, ladies and gentlemen, here. Game number 4. DoD on match point at the moment. If they win this game, they go on to the next round. TBL goes home. They lose this game. Well, there's a game 5, which is lovely. I love game 5s. We'll see how things are going to go. So, what are we going to see here? We do have an interesting one. It looks like Loki was banned. I'm not sure what the other god was banned here in this one, because Zeus wasn't. Generally, the two favorite gods I think on this map are Zeus and Loki. Why those two gods and not anyone else's? Well, Loki obviously because he's got that ability to wait, what did I say? Loki obviously because he's got that ability to make Hersers, really fast unit, super food focused, but because you got all that extra fish, it's really good, and you can jump through the ages and really dictate the pace of the game. Zeus is really good here, simply on the fact that he's got Restoration, he's got Bolt, and he's got Underworld Passage. Those 3 god powers, that's huge, right? That's absolutely huge. And that's why we are seeing the Zeus in for Skadi here. But I'm surprised to see it's not the case. And we also don't see Ra banned either. What was the god that was banned? Maybe Kronos? I can understand a Kronos ban. I can understand it. Well, I need to see. Hang on. I need to see what it was. No, they didn't tell me. Fantastic. I don't even know what the bans were. Maybe someone in the chat can tell me, because there are some people here who played the game in the chat. They could be nice. We'll see how things are going to go. But Apple here is starting up on this position. He is by himself. Now, we did see a really interesting game on Anatolia between JSS and PXX, where Nullus just decided to give up water straight away and just go for a fast second town center, fast third town center. That was a really good way to play in the 1v2 situation here. Well, we'll see. There could have also been a no ban. No banning is allowed in this tournament as well. I'm surprised we haven't seen more no banning, especially from like top teams. But it is what it is. Temple coming up here for Apple. And we'll see what's going to happen as everyone's getting themselves sorted out. Now, the big question is, who's going to go land here? Oh. Let me also reiterate why Zeus is a good pick over, say, Hades as why you would want to ban a Zeus. Because Zeus can also roleplay as the land player on Anatolia. It's just like the Loki player can, just like a Thor player can, just like an Uranus player can. Because they've got that movement speed inside of their hoplites. So they're not as fast as a Herser, but they can kill off buildings much more quickly. So the Herser kind of have to fight. It was Kronos. Okay, it was Kronos. So Kronos makes a lot of sense for a ban on this map, but it's not necessarily good. It's not necessarily bad. It's just another option that does work on Anatolia. 66% chance of having a difficult spawn, though, in the pocket as Kronos. So, I mean, I think most teams don't want to roll the dice on that one and would rather just ensure they've got a good spawn. It would be interesting, though. What do you guys reckon? Should teams be able to pick which position they spawn in these sort of tournaments? Like, you can pick yourself as the pocket player, you can pick yourself as a flank player. Should you be able to do that? I personally think you should. Unfortunately, there's no way to do that inside of Age of Mythology's code, but maybe it's something we could hope for. I'm pretty sure it's in Age of Empires 2. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm going to drink some tea. Oh, that's good. That's exactly what I needed. Alrighty. We do see the upgrades coming through. We've got some DARs coming in. DAR is really, really good here on this map because what it does is it means you can shifting sands the land player around the map. This is a really, really big thing. Shifting, like, you thought that shifting sanding a couple of priests and a pharaoh at 4 minutes was a good idea. Imagine shifting sanding a whole bunch of raiding cavalry Herso onto a bunch of villagers like here and just ending their career. Absolutely. You can also, he's also gone through Freya, so shifting sands plus flaming plus forest fire there. Where's the shifting sands? We do see that one coming in. The hearse are going to get taken out. Now they could shifting sands these units out, but it's really not that interesting to do that as the hoplite's starting to come through. This does slow Shelty down a little bit, but it's not the biggest of deals as Skadi is now in the center of the map making those military academies and everything else here. Probably going to want to move straight down and harassing this. This is going to be the way to go. Shelty's going to get caught out here in a big way to start this game off. As Apple in a tough position now. Just has to play defensively here. He knows he does, but he is fighting on the water a little bit instead of going for that fast second town center, which might have been a better idea as we do have the TSM player Minotaur over here as well. There is an opportunity to shifting sands these units away as well here for DoD if they want. They could move these units back like elsewhere or into a base here. There's lots of towers up and everything else as Fox is pushing TSM player back. TSM player is defending nicely. They're good micro from TSM player with that Minotaur controlling his ships beautifully. They're just playing defensively while chasing around those throw on action. And now Shelty, he's got to get out of here. He is absolutely pushed back here. This has been a really nice, solid opening. In fact, maybe DoD should have called for that shifting sands to get the Hersa back to get those buildings up. This is a really, basically shifting sands is played like Pestilence does here in a way. Which is going to mean that Skadi has got full reign on this map, pushing in, and Shelty says, you know what I'm going to do? I'm rebuilding over here. If I can't have my base over here, I'm going to have it here. As we see Nephthys coming through for Apple very quickly here, as his fishing ships are going to get taken out. So great opening here from TBL, but it's not over just yet. And Shelty's got a lot of resources in the bank. I pretty much guarantee you. That's a lot of resources. So he can place down like 5 or he probably placed down like 10 successive. Let's say 5 or 6 longhouses right now and just spam units out. And he's not going to churn through those resources. He's still going to have resources left over. It does look like Goldline has straight won this water against Apple. He's in a really tough position. He's getting that town center up. He's going heroic age. So his score is really low, but that is just because he's getting all of those things through Goldline. He's getting his own town center in as well. Man, Goldline is going to be an absolute menace in this game. I don't know what Shelty can really do here. As we do see some villagers moving forward, going to be looking for that town center here. Does Shelty's blind cavalry see this? It looks like he doesn't. Yeah, it looks like he hasn't seen it as the town center will be coming up. This longhouse, does that spot the town center there? Let's go with Fox. Doesn't really matter. It does spot the town center there, so they would notice it. So Skadi rightfully says, all right, I'm not going to grab that one. Going for something else. As Fox still pushing forward, does manage to cause some problems here for TSM player. At the moment, it's looking like, what, 23 cabinets to only like 15 triremes. So big advantage here for Fox. And Fox is also going... No, he's not. Fox isn't going to the next stage. TSM player dropping that restoration, going to force Fox back. I don't think he needed to. One thing is that... One thing with restoration on boats in the mid-game, why it's not that... Why I prefer it as a more of an early game usage on the water or using it on the land, as the army does decide to fight over here, is that the amount of DPS that a cabinet does deals faster than that healing comes in. And you're able to, and you can just focus fire and it's totally fine. Great forest fire here from Shelty as Skadi is going to stay in here, feeling this one up. And then the frost comes down from Shelty there to boot. Now, the forest fire there hit its damage cap like this. Forest fire does it does a good amount of damage, but it hits its damage cap really quickly against land units. I think it's something like 700 damage or something. In fact, let me see if it'll tell me. Shelty. No. It does 4 pierce damage, but it does. I think its damage cap is like 700 or something. So with that restoration, completely counters it in essence there. But now Skadi is frosted on this position. Shelty going to be able to win this fight beautifully. Also on this spot here with player losing this water. This is looking really, really good here for DoD. They've really changed this game around in a big way. As Skadi here trying to fight this one off. Can he win this fight after the dust settles with the help of the chariot archers, the scorpion men coming through as well, helping out here to boot? This is going to be a little bit challenging here for Skadi. You'd have to assume, especially those throwing axemen, getting some good damage done over here. He's got that town center up. He's got all those military buildings in here. And now Skadi's got to retreat back. TSM player's got his second town center up, but he's lost his fish here, so he's not going to be any help for quite some time here. He has gone to the heroic age. And he is, I mean, he's not in a terrible spot, but I wouldn't say he's in a great spot either. With Shelty now in the heroic age, he's going to be able to get that hill fort down eventually, start making those Huskal, and he's going to be able to win this classical army as Skadi. Skadi is well and truly stuck, I would say, in the second age here. Look at those resources. He doesn't have that much. He does have fishing ship income, though, which is a big thing there. As the Ancestor is going to get dropped down by Apple here. Is this going to be enough is the big question. I'm not sure. There's Priest out. The Pharaoh's here. The Pharaoh 3 hits a minion here as well. So that's going to go down really, really quickly. Apple's not going to be able to win this fight. He does manage to pick off that Pharaoh there. And good micro there, pulling away from the Pharaoh, sniping that one down. But the Siege Towers will be able to break through here. Apple is in a really tough position. Can Shelty get over and help him? No, he's still got to deal with this Skadi. Can Fox get over and help him? Not really. TSM player is doing completely fine here. He gets his archer ships back out. Now Fox is on the back foot over here as well. Thank you for the raid there, Satfat. Appreciate that one. Hope your stream went well. As the hoplites coming through, trying to take out this Townsend. This is a bit of a risky move from Skadi. There's still a lot of units here for Shelty, and Skadi does pull back, trying to surround his, protect his Toxotes here, as the Toxotes can snipe down those throwing axemen from range there. And now Shelty, I mean, he hasn't gotten that hill fort up yet, which is the big problem at the moment. Is there anywhere else you could put up a hill fort? No, not really. This is the hardest part about Norse, is when you need to consistently fight. One way to play around it, and it's a tough thing to do, but just take a unit out and then build back here. Build out of the position, get that hill fort up. Yes, it takes like 90 seconds to build, but you need to get it up. You need to get that hill fort up to help in these fights, to deal with these units here. And it does look like Shelty will be able to win this position here. Gold Lion is really pushing through Apple in a big way with all those siege towers rolling through here. And Shelty says in that moment, that's the game done. A quick 12-minute victory to send the game into Game 5 here for TBL. Super good execution. Now, the problem, I think here, and you see the shifting sand still available. I think the problem here was that DoD should have used their shifting sand to counter Gold Lion shifting sands here. That has to be the way to have gone for DoD, because the problem was that Shelty just couldn't get units out. He should be able to match the early game to some degree here of the Zeus, because you've got so much food income. You just can pump units out so quickly here that I feel like if he just had those longhouses down, he would have been fine. Alternatively, building in his main base or building a little bit further back could have been another option to go for. But nice play here from TBL, claiming this game number 4. If you guys enjoyed it, please consider the follow on the Twitch. We're going on to game number 5 really, really quickly. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next game.